What's up, everybody? This is Everything Empress. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Y'all, I don't know what is going on with my Libra gang page, but I just did a reading over there, but I don't know if y'all gonna hear it. I don't know if it showed up. I guess I was I guess I was too real or something over there. I don't know what the fuck they got going on. They over there was like, look, no. Yeah. It say this actual recording is not available. Okay, so yeah, they blocked it. I mean, I don't know. I can repeat it on here though, because who they think they is, what they think this is. Alright, hold on. I gotta find my reading. I gotta find my live. You know what it dawned on me? It dawned on me that yeah, it dawned on me, y'all, that hey, that y'all really do possess stuff that other people just don't have. I'm starting to realize that. I'm starting to realize that Libras. I mean, obviously, because y'all Venus, right? But I'm starting to realize that y'all possess stuff that other people don't have. What really sent me today was like during y'all meditation session or whatever. Um, it just exhibited like a lot of people just kind of like in awe of y'all energy. And then, there was like a guy, he was like in the reading or whatever, like in a meditation session. Okay. But he was like around the reading, like, cause I did a live reading right after I did that meditation session to make sure that I didn't, like I didn't miss anything. Okay. So these are actually the cards from the Libra gang reading. Okay. And I'm gonna go over them in just a second. That's why I was happy I didn't pick them up, because I just felt like the reading that I was doing wasn't really being heard. You know what I'm saying? I was in the ER, I turned my manager, and they just gave me a written warning. Yay me. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, wait, so they gave the warning because what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me go back first, because I feel like it's necessary for me to go back so a little bit more of this stuff kind of makes sense. Okay. So boom, I did the meditation session, all right, and the craziest shit was I hadn't checked my phone. I hadn't checked my phone actually like pretty much all day, because I've been like really working on, like I said, like these opportunities that I have, and like, we lock one in, and it's awesome. Like, it's fucking phenomenal. Like, I'm in all of my fucking stuff at this point, okay? And so as we're working on the second one, I started to notice something, you know what I'm saying? And it says, is this for both Libra and Taurus? It is. And so I started to notice something, and I just was like, okay, the energy with the second one was off, you know what I'm saying? And like it's been that way since I like started doing like business with these people. Okay. So just stay with me here. And so I'm sitting here like, why all of a sudden are y'all like being weird when like the first people, all of the people all started out on the same communication, same point, same, I'm talking about same everything, all the way down to the written blurb verbatim. Okay. But this group of people over here, which are like, I'm talking about high ranking motherfuckers. Okay. Like big ass, huge motherfucking notable brands. Okay. And so they didn't have a problem. They like, fuck it, give me the shit. They signed that shit. They got the fuck on. Okay. So here we are with this group of people over here, and they're managed by this lady. Okay. So I know I don't have not very much to do with race, but I just know she's a Caucasian lady. Okay. But like I do know that a piece of her spirit has always been off to me. And the person that she represents is actually an African American lady and an African American male, and their spirit has always been off, you know what I'm saying, to me. Okay, thank you. And so I already assumed that it was going to be an issue with these people because of the way that they were moving. Okay. I'm going somewhere here with this. So this shit right here all about to make sense. Hold on. So as I'm talking to this guy and this girl, like they just keep saying, like, well, I did this, I did that, I did this, this is who I am, this is what I do, yada yada yada. Okay. And so I'm sitting here like, okay, like I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Hey y'all, I know who you are, but like that doesn't bypass, you know what I'm saying, like my normal processes just based off of who you are. Like I don't give a fuck about who you are. Like I'm not really flabbergasted with like, like celebrities and shit like that. Like I've dated pro athletes. Like it's just always been one of those things where it's just like, certain shit just never really was a thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. This is just a better way to put it. I don't care. And so they just keep throwing out all of this shit they did and all of this other stuff. And I'm sitting here like, okay, that's fine, but like I don't give a fuck about what you tell me out of your mouth, okay? Only thing I care about is the fact of what we're gonna do in legal, okay? So like if you're not getting to a legal perspective or a legal point of as far as like our conversation, all of this rah-rah shit and whatever the fuck you did and do and yada yada yada, none of that shit makes sense to me. I don't give a fuck about that. Like it doesn't matter to me. Like I don't care. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff right now has to do with what the fuck you gonna do and how the fuck you gonna do it. Do that make sense? And it has to go through legal because I'm not taking your word for shit. Because I don't trust human beings. So I'm definitely not gonna trust a motherfucker's word. Do that make sense? Okay, so boom. As I'm having this conversation, I noticed one particular thing. Hey y'all. I noticed two particular things. Okay. I noticed that the people that I was communicating with knew me. Do that make sense? They knew me. Okay, so I'm in the room. I'm having conversation with you. I'm explaining what the fuck going on. This how this shit going down. This what it look like. You motherfuckers is amped up. You niggas is teed up. This what we gonna do. All right, boom. But you know me. I don't know you, but you know me. So stay with me here, y'all. And so the second group of people, you're trying to reiterate who you are. Okay? You know me, but I have no idea who the fuck you are. Okay, so I'm going somewhere with this. This person just kept talking about what the fuck, yada yada, sold out this, I did that, I was here, I was there. Mind y'all, on the quiet, I've been to how many countries? 82. Okay, so boom. Why would I care? When I know I can go to Nairobi and see the richest diamonds and the richest gold. I can go to Sri Lanka and see a real diamond. I can go to Mumbai and see a real spiritualist. Okay. I can go to Israel and see, you know what I'm saying? Like prophetic, like real prophetic beings. I could also go there to see you know what I'm saying? A cover up or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, so I don't have a reason to, you know what I'm saying? Like gasp and gloat over these human beings when, as I said before, and the reading before they, did whatever they did with the reading, there's people in the world that summons spirits, right? And they summons these spirits so that way they can have fame, they can have notoriety, they can be seen. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like the whole point of the ritual is so you can have fame, notoriety, and to be seen. I walked in the room, you know me, you know me, they know me, they know me. Do that make sense? I ain't gotta do none of that bullshit. It has come to my understanding from this meditation session that these people are pissed at you because you have a level of fame and notoriety that is not sold. It is not summoned. It's not like if you have fucking 20 likes on a fucking video, well, it don't seem small until you put 20 motherfuckers in a room. If you have 30 views on a video, it don't seem small until you have 30 motherfuckers in the room. Now, what if you got 100,000 views on something? Well, arenas only fit 40 or 50,000 motherfuckers in a room. Is this making sense? They know you. They know you. They watch you. Maybe you on the For You page. You could constantly be being on the For You page. Numbers will always be a thing because it's all about the influence and affluence that you bring. Motherfuckers on this earth, they have to summons the fame to be seen. And you go in the ethers, and all these motherfuckers is aware of who you are, what you do, what you bring. What, like, you ever thought about the fact, Libra Taurus, that when you're talking, you're not even explaining who you are. You're not explaining what you are. But people get a sense of seriousness from you immediately when you walk in a fucking room if you don't know those people. Why? Because they don't know how the fuck to take you. You don't come off as a fucking goofy. You don't come off as a fucking weirdo. They know if you there, obviously based off of how you coming, you mean business, right? Now, here's what I learned. I just need y'all to stay with me, like this for me, like it, like it, like it. And this shit gonna really blow your mind, okay? It dawned on me that people punish you on this motherfucking earth because of your ranking out there. They like, bitch, how dare you come to this fucking side of the earth when I have to summons a motherfucking ritual for bitches to be able to see me, to pay you, to do anything with these motherfuckers. Do you understand? And here you are for the free ski, for the face card, able to do some shit in the same level of not having to give up the same amount of spirituality and hell's return for your presence. And when that shit don't work, they send you a relationship. And when that shit don't work, they take some shit. And when that shit don't work, you get what the fuck y'all dealing with right now. It's a lot of people in the world right now trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, from weirdos, from people losing shit that they ain't even fucking, they don't even know what the fuck is going on. Do you understand? These motherfuckers getting shit taken from them and they have no idea what the fuck they did. And you want to know why? It's because they're trying to figure out how the fuck did you get this fame? How the fuck do you feel like you're able to do all of this shit and like you don't have to give nothing for it? Because the average thing that people would give to be in your position is the offering of souls. It's filling arenas. It's filling rooms of people and spirits of people. Okay, that's music. And when you stop doing that shit, you start seeing the shit like what you see with Glorilla. You start seeing everybody willing to take a fucking payment and willing to take, you know, something to bring you the fuck down. Because you can't have God, confidence, money, success, and security all in one motherfucking thing, because that was God. You know, like God has so many journeys. Like I was just reading something from that C.F. Varney guy, and like the way he described God's walk, like they had to go in and change. Okay, they had to go in and change the context behind all of his books. But remember, I told y'all I always study hieroglyphics, and I've always studied. They have this thing called it's like hidden language. It's like Pekingese or Pig Latin. You know what I'm saying? But it comes from the understanding of Pig Latin and Swahilian, like the way and the understanding of how you learn Swahilian and how you learn Pig Latin. And so they have these hidden messages within the books that are also used for the brain to understand how to understand the hardest language or context in order to retain it, to remember it, to learn it, and to apply it. Okay? So stay with me here. So as I'm reading this book, it dawned on me that they've been lying from the fucking beginning, all right? But God was getting fucked. Like I'm talking about, he was being fucked. Like that's why he ruled sex and addiction. That the devil was his alter ego. It was his alter personality if he did not want to be straight and he did not want to be a better person for himself, that these were the things that he was going to have to deal with. No different than you and I. Like, if we out here and we on some demon time shit, we gonna fuck on this, fuck on that, deal with this, deal with that. All of the people that are in the Bible are all different people. It's no different than you living in the hood and you go down the street. Yeah, you got David and Goliath fighting, two brothers basically opposing each other. That ain't no different than what you'd have seen with two brothers, one kill each other. Or then you see the other motherfuckers going through struggles, and then you see the motherfucking blind nigga on the porch, or the nigga in a wheelchair that can't walk. It's no different. That nigga was in the hood. Whether people want to believe that shit or not, that's what the fuck that story is. If you do a breakdown of the Bible, it's really this nigga in the hood, walking around the hood, seeing all type of shit. They say it was the desert. I say it was dirt. It's no different than the streets of motherfucking the South, nigga. On the side of the street is dirt. When you pulling over to the side of a highway, it's dirt. They saying it's the desert, but nigga, it's nothing desert-ish anywhere where God was created. Do this make sense at all, y'all? Like, I'm only saying this because y'all about to notice a lot of shit. You gonna notice your period coming early. You gonna notice that bitches is being weird. You gonna notice that people trying to do odd shit. You noticing that, like, shit is really in your face. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest thing is the people that's on your fucking body. It's the people that's on your body. There are so many souls right now getting their ass beat. Like, I'm talking about beat because they didn't get a chance to lock in shit with you. You were supposed to been fucked up. You were supposed to be controlled. You were supposed to be locked in. You were supposed to be dealing with all of this shit by now, but you ain't want to be in no relationship, or you ain't want to get locked in with no goofy shit because you seen it. You like, bro, I don't trust this shit. Like, you seem to be doing too much. I'm straight. And because them people ain't doing what the fuck they needed to do, they getting their ass whipped. Do you understand me? They getting their ass beat in them dreams. Think about the fact that all of y'all, everybody can contest and say that they been having weird ass dreams. What you think them dreams is doing? What do you think these dreams are for? The dreams ain't for you. The dreams is to bring acknowledgement to the people that failed the devil. That's Neptune's homeboy. So because of these dreams, they in there like, all right, nigga, like, you ain't want to do what the fuck you needed to do. Yeah, they torturing them niggas in their dreams. Do you know how many people being tortured in their dreams? They being tortured so bad, you're going to find that most of the world, and if you don't believe this motherfucking shit, you can go and you can motherfucking look this shit up yourself. Like, go and look at the amount of because it's all public record. Go look at the amount of active people that have been on apps lately between the hours of 3 and 7. And then it's a blank fucking goddamn space between 7 and motherfucking goddamn 2 or 3 o'clock. Why? Because these people are up all night, 3 to 7 a.m., and then they crash and they go to fuck to sleep between certain hours. Now, while most of us, I have to get up for work or we have to get about our day, but these entities and these dark motherfuckers, they are getting their asses handed to them. And their job was supposed to lock you in. You supposed to be in love. You was supposed to be motherfucking, looking stupid as hell. You was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, having these motherfuckers next to you so they can drop shit on you. But like, even if a bitch lay next to you, they can't drop shit on you. And they know this shit. So all they have to do right now at this very moment is just watch you win. And that's the shit that they can't take. They can't take that all of these people have lost. Every last one of them. They all were supposed to come in with some sort of an agenda. You gonna have people, like I said, they gonna take shit from you. And it ain't gonna be shit that's normal. It's not gonna be shit that's fucking, that's common. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about livelihood. You feel me? I'm talking about livelihood. Like, you dealing with shit right now where you like, motherfucker, how am I gonna survive? And like, they don't give a fuck for you to survive here on earth, because why the fuck are you able to get this many souls in your possession? Okay, I'm not talking to everybody, because everybody ain't beautiful. Everybody ain't righteous. Everybody, my bad, I'm Belshazzar Omen. Everybody ain't able to just fucking just mesmerize a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not talking to everybody here. I'm talking to the people that make an impact. The people that if you show up, why the fuck do you keep showing up? Like, what do you think all of this shit is for? Like, go back and look at the top people that created shit. Go look at the top people that created shit. Like, I'm just going to use Facebook as an example. Like, go look at Facebook. I'm going to be a college student. I'm going to create an app. All of a sudden, my app is worth $1 billion. And I'm going to give you free access to the shit. Why? What the fuck would it cost me to give you free access to something? If these people, all of them, Elon Musk, motherfucking nigga from Facebook, if all of these people fucking started out doing government shit and government this and government that, if you had access to government shit, why are you giving away shit for free? It ain't because all of a sudden you had no money and you had this amount of money, and because you had this amount of money, you gave this away for free. That ain't how the fuck it work. If anything, you're going to be asking for more money now that you got the plug on some shit. Anything that you need is worth double charging you for. And that's what the fuck people gonna do. But somehow Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of these motherfuckers, YouTubes, they're all free access. So they're getting something from that shit. They're getting something from that shit. They're getting an understanding to know who the fuck is stupid and who the fuck is smart. They're getting an understanding to know who the fuck is righteous and who the fuck ain't. The people that ain't online, they think that they doing some shit because they like, oh man, I ain't online. I don't have no social media. They know you don't have social media, that your motherfucking ass have a wicked spirit about your ass in some capacity. You're not a concern. The concern is the motherfucker that feels confident enough that they feel that they need to be seen by the world. That is a fear. Because you are now challenging everything that is being set forth to be given to you as a facade. They don't care about the motherfucker that don't want to do no shit no more. That's not a concern to them. The concern is the educated one. They said these motherfuckers was in college. Did they ever graduate? Did you ever see them graduate? Did they ever post their graduation diploma? But here y'all are with many educational opportunities, or y'all have many educational, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all have completed a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Or got degrees, or you done fucking, you in school now, or you on your way back into school in the fucking fall. I hope this is making sense. Like, I hope this is making sense. Because now I'm going to go into the reading that I just did for Libra gang that didn't get published. However, there were 3 people in that fucking live. So what's funny as fuck to me is that you have 3 people in the live. Mind you, I wasn't on my iPad. So out of 3 people that was in this live, these motherfuckers still was in there to hear me. And a lot of the shit that I said in there was like, motherfucker, if I wasn't in this world, bitch, if I wasn't on Earth, nigga, I would be just a bigger problem. See, on Earth is where I'm fucking up at, because these bitches can control this shit. They can hire motherfuckers to fuck with you. They can get into shit to fuck with you. They can log into shit to fuck with you. They can fuck with your money. They can fuck with your living. They can fuck with all type of shit. It's when I'm over there. It's when I'm over there. They like, motherfucker, you have an influence. You motherfuckers as prophets, y'all about to find out real quick that y'all prophets. And the whole time y'all like, man, like, I just don't understand why I'm going through yada yada. Why do I keep going through yada yada? Like, bro, God was getting fucked on. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, I don't give a fuck about the Christians and what the fuck they got to say, and Muslims and what the fuck y'all got to say. Y'all know I'm gonna always keep it 100 in this bitch. Go back and read the fucking Bibles. That man trial and tribulation was sex addiction. Why? Every time that go and read the Bible, or go and get fucking go ask ChatGPT to give you a breakdown of each chapter of the Bible and what the lesson is. That's what you do. Go to ChatGPT and say, break down the lesson for the Old Testament per chapter. Do you have a small synopsis per chapter? That's your prompt. And then say, go to the book of Enoch and give me a small synopsis of each chapter for the book of Enoch. And then say, go give me in the book of Quran, give me a small chapter for the book of Quran. And then tell them that KNVI, the New King Version, whatever, tell them to give you a small, like, all of that shit still is the same. All that shit is the same. It's all the same. Now, here's where you come in. God did not know what the fuck was going on. You don't know what the fuck going on. He was on his journey, minding his fucking business, trying to do what the fuck he needs to do. He didn't have fucking kids. He was just Listening to God's voice. That's what all of the Bible was about. That he knew that God was talking to him and that God had a soul mission for him. Think about this shit, bruh. Think about this shit, bruh. The whole point of all of this shit was the fact that he heard that God had a mission for him. God was talking to him. God was sending him on a freaking mission to go do some shit. That's what he had him do. He like, all right, I want you to go and walk. I want you to go do this. I want you to go do that for me. I want you to, he sent him on journeys. So as he's sending him on these journeys, he's dealing with and seeing how much people are set in this journey to try to throw him off of the journey. Like, he was seeing the shit. This is why he allowed the disciples to be around him, because the end of his journey consisted of what? It ended in death. In this case, it would end in the world. You know what I'm saying? Ending. Is it now? No. But because y'all are in a prophetic energy so fucking strong right now that the sun burned the fuck out. Like, the sun burned the fuck out. Do y'all know that shit? The sun burned the fuck out. We out here thinking that the light that we're getting from the skies has a lot to do with these motherfuckers, with the sun, and it's just cloudy. The sun ain't even fucking out no more, nigga. The sun ain't even a thing no more, nigga. Oh, thanks for helping me hit go, y'all. Think about that. Now, this shit's gonna tweak you the fuck out, bruh. But think about what the first fucking chapter of the Bible said. The first chapter of the Bible said the first thing God made was light. He said, let there be light. Remember? So before he even made man, he made the sun. Now think about that shit. Think about what an egg is shaped like. Think about what your hand shaped like. Your hand is shaped like a fucking evil eye. And what your hand do? It slap the fuck out of niggas, don't it? What they tell you to do? Keep your hands to yourself. Don't shake nobody's hand. Mind you, I don't drink, I don't smoke. As I'm doing this meditation session, I'm like, God damn. This shit really making sense now. Like, how much these people are fucking against the prophets. These niggas is really doing rituals, my nigga. Do you understand that shit? These people are doing rituals. They don't even find that what the fuck they was doing to little ass kids was wrong. They don't even see that shit. So who the fuck do you think we dealing with here? So here you are walking around getting shit and having shit that was bought by another motherfucker. And you think that shit's cool? Like, you think you gonna be able to walk around this motherfucker for some shit that's free? That these bitches have to motherfucking eat people and kill people and sacrifice, you feel me? And you ain't asked for this shit. This ain't the shit that you asked for. This is stuff that was given to you by God, because this is when the real shit start to be shown. Do you understand? This is when the real shit is happening. See all this other facade fuck shit? Oh, the Bentleys and the Rolls Royces and the Lexuses. Yeah, all of that shit don't matter none. It's about the fight, nigga. Remember, we talked about angels versus demons. That was like, what, 2-3 years ago. The fight right now is the battle of who the fuck is gonna stand up for they fucking self. Who gonna stand up for they self? And I tell you one thing, as a person that's known to slap the fuck out of demons, as a person that's known to dance with the devil, I will tell you right now, them bitches don't like when you speak the fuck up, but they ain't gonna do nothing about it. See, the difference between this realm and the ethers is just like Mario Brothers. Remember in Super Mario, the ghost scene? But when you look at the ghost, they stop. But if you turn they back, they creep up on you. You turn around, they stop. Where do you think they got that theory from? think they got that theory from? Nigga, you don't just randomly come up with no shit like that. You don't just be sitting at your motherfucker in your studio and at your desk and shit just like, okay, well, let the ghosts creep up. When they look, they back up. Nobody would think that shit. That's energy in itself. Energy in yourself says in every Bible to be fearless, to put your faith in God. And for as long as you have your faith in God, you shall have no fear. Ain't that what it say? You shall have no fear. Now, I could be tweaking, but I'm telling y'all, the weirdo shit that y'all getting is because these bitches are realizing that they cannot manipulate your shit no more. They can't. They gonna do everything. All right, bitch, you can't have that. All right, bitch, you can't have this. All right, bitch, you can't go there. All right, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. Give me that bag. Get out. Leave. Do this. I'm over it. I'm over you. We're done. I'm blocking you. Fuck you. This, that, like, they're gonna do all type of shit. Why? It's the mind, it's the mind. People ain't ready to have this conversation, but I'm telling you, you know, I ain't never been wrong. And if I'm gonna bet, you know I'm gonna bet on black. I'm telling you right now, whatever the fuck it is that you're trying to do with your life, I advise you to do that shit right now unapologetically. It's time for your ass to press the gas on what the fuck you trying to do. You sitting around right now and your ass is in idle. And the reason you in idle is because you don't even fucking know. Why you ain't did the shit you was supposed to do today? Why you ain't did the shit you was supposed to do yesterday? You're all gonna blame the shit on the same shit, right? Oh, I'm sleepy. I don't know why. I'm tired. I just keep getting distracted. Why? Why? Why are you like that? Why are you doing that? You don't fucking know. It's a ploy. It's just like a nigga. If you trying to set up a nigga. All right, bro, where you about to be at? All right, cool. You about to be there? All right, cool. All right, so I know where the fuck you gonna be. That's just what it is. It's called getting a drop on a motherfucker. That's what they're doing. So you want to do this? You need this job to pay for it. Oh, you want to build an office inside of your crib? Then I'm going to take your crib. Oh, you want to get education? No, you need to worry about them bills. Because I'm paying fucking money for people to cheer for me. So if I'm going to pay money for people to cheer for me, why the fuck you going to get this shit for free? Because all you got to do is post on there. You just got to put a picture on there. You got to put a video on there. You just got to get on there and scroll. You thinking the For You page is like, oh, you know, it's for you, motherfucker. Is you listening to what the fuck I'm saying? It says For You page. It's for you, nigga. It's for you to sit there and scroll. It's for you to sit there and watch. It's for you to sit there and do nothing. It's for you to sit there and engulf. It's for you to sit there and laugh. It's for you to sit there and speak and register whatever the fuck it is that you're registering with the shit. But nothing on a For You is motivational. Is it? What the fuck on the For You page makes you motivated to get the fuck up and do something? You ever seen on the For You page how somebody made it? You ever see on the For You page somebody showing you their bank account go from 0 to $1 million? You ever see on the For You page a biopic of, I don't know, the niggas that made Meta, the niggas that made fucking Snapchat, the niggas that made motherfucking TikTok, the niggas like, who the fuck owns TikTok? Who the fuck made it? If you want to use some shit, use that shit as a resource. Because God had a book in his hand, but somehow they said he was walking around with the Bible. Mighty funny that you telling a story of him walking around with a Bible. So what the fuck was in his book? Because this the book you gave me to read. But you telling me walking around with that book. And this can't be in that book because that book was already written. So let people do what the fuck they gonna do. And you do what the fuck you do, unapologetically. Don't be too scared to walk away. Accept your fucking fate. If you don't want to fuck with this no more, you don't want me over there no more, you don't want me here no more, you don't want to deal with this no more, you don't want me to work here no more, you don't want me to live here no more, you don't want me to buy this anymore, you don't want this in this area anymore. Who gives a fuck? Because it's all a mind game. It's all mental. It's all for you to wonder, what the fuck, why the fuck me, when the fuck, what I'ma do now. It's all proof. Nigga, when you was fucking fucked up and you were broke and you were sad or you were fucking dealing with relationship shit or you know your parents and shit wasn't shit and all these motherfuckers was all had they back against you, you still had a fucking plan. You still had a plan. In fact, your plan was so much in order that you knew what the fuck you were gonna do when you did it. But somehow, here you are, not sure why the fuck your plan ain't working. It's because you're complacent. It ain't no point of working hard if a motherfucker got you where they want you. Oh shit, you at the store? I'm at the store too. I see you right now. As a matter of fact, it's called an easy target. You ain't out the way. You not unapologetic enough for me. Man, as you guys learn my personality, for you new people on here, you will realize that it ain't a fucking thing in the world that scare me, not even hell. I'ma always accept my fate for whatever the fuck I did, whatever the fuck I do, wherever the fuck I'm going, whatever the fuck I'm gonna become. Because it all leads back to the same shit. This is whatever the fuck God wanted to happen. See, they say God is a forgiving God, right? So if he don't want your ass to go to hell, you ain't going there. Correct? So what I'ma worry about how I'm gonna live my life for? You ever thought about that? The reason that monsters do the shit that they do, because they may actually have an opportunity to be forgiven while we're fixated on judging, while we're fixated on stopping. Imagine you do all of that shit and them bitches walk right past you on heaven gates because they know the sauce. You got to stop worrying about why people doing what the fuck they doing, and you got to do what the fuck you supposed to do unapologetically. Yeah, it's tedious. Yeah, you be tired. For y'all motherfuckers that be on this bitch making content, yeah, your hair ain't done. Fuck that shit. Fuck whoever, whatever. Put that shit in a ponytail. Niggas love bitches more when they natural than they do when they do all that fucking makeup and wig shit. I'm the type of motherfucker where y'all know me. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Italian. I'm Trinidadian. I have Jewish in me, and we Creole. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of shit in my blood. So at the end of the day, I be having, my skin is clear for the most part. But if a motherfucker sleepy, all light-skinned motherfuckers got like I got freckles in certain spots and shit now. But like, you got the little puffy shit that go under your eyes and shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I throw on a fucking hat and look ugly than a motherfucker wherever the fuck I'm going. Throw on some glasses, look ugly than a motherfucker wherever the fuck I'm going. Because why would that matter? See, I just had this conversation with my kids, you know what I'm saying? And the conversation I had with them was about that they never went on a money run. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the other side of the tracks, as y'all probably can presume, okay? But like, a money run is when you running up a fucking bag, all right? So one thing that I've learned when you running up a bag, it don't matter about what the fuck you got on. You can wear the same clothes for days. When you running up a bag, I don't give a fuck about going out. I'm gonna stay in the crib and chill. I'm gonna save my money. I don't gotta drink. I don't smoke anyway. I ain't gotta buy no clothes. I don't need no wig. I don't need no nails. I don't need no hair. I don't need no shit. I don't need nothing. And when you running up a bag, nigga, all of this shit is me. Every fucking dollar, every fucking penny. Because one thing about me, I'm not a forgiving ass motherfucker. And I just had a conversation recently with somebody that I met from in the past. And we were able to have a full conversation of transparency. But the one thing that I let them know, and I asked them to relay the message, was, I ain't never forget that shit they did. They like, God damn, nigga, this shit is like 10 years later, 15 years later. Oh, no. See, when I flash out in the Rolls Royce and the Bentley, you gotta know it's because of you. And while anybody in the world will be like, man, you gotta let shit go. You gotta know, nigga. No. You gotta pay for that shit you said. And see, people are so kind that they be like, man, you worrying about that and thinking about that means that yada, yada, yada. No, no, no. See, me addressing it is letting you know, bitch, I don't give a fuck in what dimension. I don't give a fuck in what time. I don't give a fuck who you know. I don't give a fuck who around you. I don't give a fuck what type of demonic shit. Bitch, you could do hexes, spells, eat rabbits, bitch, suck frog dick. I don't give a fuck. I'm coming for your ass. All you bitches that's behind this camera that thought y'all bitches was throwing magic at one point, I'm on that ass. You will never know when I'm coming though, because I got Scorpio in my chart. But you better believe, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you in hell burning. I'm coming there. Hey, bitch, it's hot, ain't it? I'm popping the fuck out. Yeah. Y'all have to stop being forgiving. Bitch, you want this motherfucking career, bitch, take it. Bitch, you want this job, take it. Bitch, you want this crib, take it. Because you know one thing about y'all, you gonna find another way to do some shit. You gonna find a way to do some shit. If somebody takes some shit from you, you always make your way, don't you? See, it's an all of mine thing. If I tell you this though, if I do this though, if I make you wonder though, because nobody ever puts a period on the end of their fucking sentence but me. I'll see your ass later. Period. Bitch, who is you? Period. Fuck you gonna do. Period. Do something. Period. Did I leave any of that shit open? You know exactly what the fuck I'm saying by the time the period hit my fucking sentence. Now, why the fuck people have a problem doing that for y'all? Bitches, oh, I love you. I just gotta, you know, bitch, no. That's how you know it's a mind thing. That's the devil. That's the devil. Why the fuck are you around me and you're fucked up? That's the devil. That's definitely the devil. Your life ain't in order, but you want love. That's definitely the devil. Absolutely the devil. Because the period ain't on a nigga's sentence. See, how does it look when a nigga has a period on the sentence? Hey, this is my crib, period. That's my car, period. Yeah, you know, this is what I'm trying to do, period. I was just looking there on this thing yesterday. These guys was talking, right? It was two dudes talking. One of them niggas was a fine shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm talking about fine shit. Nigga got braids. He got tats and shit all over his neck. He was definitely something. He looked like he was mixed with some shit. Maybe like Filipino, black, some shit, right? Tall ass nigga too, right? He got on a essentials, he on essentials jogger. So like, I'm thinking like, you know, in my head, cause y'all know I'm not shit. I'm like, oh, this nigga Filipino. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I fuck with balcony. So I'm just like, ah, yeah, you niggas be, you know, some of you motherfuckers is hit or miss. But like, bitch, you ain't missed. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, okay. This nigga really in the camera, but I guess that was like his clickbait. Cause you know, you could tell as a woman, you could see what the fuck going on. Or it could just be me. I got Scorpio on my chart. I'm like, dang, okay, cool. So I'm looking at dude behind, you know, underneath the screen. And he just, you know, he the same way. He you know, he's yapping. That's what I call it. He's yapping. And you got these two bitches, they yapping. But like, the one thing that I noticed about the dude was he kept saying the same shit. You know what I'm saying? He kept saying the same shit. Like, and his shit was just constant about his goals in life and what he wanted to do in life and how he wanted life to be and what he wanted to live. And, you know, he just talking about all this shit and they just kept saying like, you know, like, this man over here just talking. He just talking about anything. And he over here asking us about goals. I don't give a fuck about none of that. And he just looking like, you know, he telling these motherfuckers like what the fuck he doing and how the fuck he doing it. Like he telling the nigga like, you know, he worked for Rick Owens and, you know, he got all of this shit going on. And like, you know, he's showing these niggas, you know what I'm saying, 2027 shit from Rick Owens. Like I'm in the live looking at the shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally on Zoom looking at like these niggas ain't even paying attention though. Do you understand? So the lady like, well, why the fuck you ain't wearing nothing from Rick Owens? Like, why the fuck is you wearing essentials? And he like, oh, well, I just threw this on because I had some. And she like, right. I'm sitting here watching this nigga literally be rage baited. Like, he literally was being rage baited. And so I'm like, okay, I want to see how Shorty gonna handle the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that will let me know, like, a motherfucker's mindset. Now, anybody that knows something knows that this world that we live in is contractual, okay? So if the world is contractual and you work for Rick Owens, then 9 times out of 10, they got some sort of contract, non-competition clause, NDAs, and all type of shit that says that you cannot disclose certain shit. So I might be able to show some shit, but I might not be able to post some shit. I might be able to show some shit, but I might not be able to wear no shit. Do that make sense? It's levels to this shit. So I'm sitting here looking at the people like, motherfuckers is, they don't have the shit that y'all got. That's just what the fuck it is. Like, they don't have the shit that y'all got. And if y'all think for but a second, okay, like, you normal, you would be fucking crazy. Because you're not. Like, you're fucking not, you're not normal, like, at all. Like, you're not even fucking close to being normal. Like, you can't possibly ever think that you're normal. You will never, ever go back to when you had peace. The older you get, motherfuckers, okay, it's called wisdom. Wisdom, okay? Wisdom. The wise. You, okay, dominate. You dominate spiritually. You dominate, okay, in this world. The older you get, the more you get wisdom. So what does that mean? The smarter you become, the more spiritual you become. That means the more you get fucking old, the higher the fucking ranking. So no, you ain't had these problems when your ass was 7. No, you ain't had these problems when you was 11. No, you ain't had these problems when you was 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, you ain't had no problems when you was fucking 30. You wouldn't. Because you weren't wise, motherfucker. You wise now. So the wiser you become, what did they say? What's the saying? The wiser you become, the more bullshit you gonna see. The wiser you become, the more bullshit you gonna meet. Why? Because every motherfucker in the world is testing a motherfucker that does not have wisdom. When they run into your ass, they're like, oh shit. I think I fucking ran into one of these motherfuckers, but I'm not sure. Let me take it back to hell to figure out. Hey, hell, hey, devil, I think I ran into one of the motherfuckers. I'm not really sure. Who is it? This person. Let me check their bloodline. Oh, look, here's their credit report. Let's take a look. Oh, on your birth certificate. Guess what it has? Your mom and dad's motherfucking name. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this is their mom. Oh, that's their dad. Oh, okay. Who's their mom and dad? Did you know back in 18, such and such, they were a part of that. They were connected to that. Who's their mom? Oh, okay, All right, cool. It ain't become miraculous that a bitch got a birth certificate. Do you know motherfuckers that's adopted have a real birth certificate, and the birth certificate is actually sent all the way to Greenland? If you are ever adopted in your fucking life, your fucking real birth certificate is in fucking Greenland. Greenland. Type shit. You can't even get your shit. It's your shit. They won't even let you have it. You're like, damn, bitch, I just want to know who the fuck my mom and daddy is, nigga. Why the fuck I can't know? They're like, you don't need all that. You live in a world where a motherfucker can say, I don't want them to know this. I don't want them to know that I birthed this kid. Let somebody else do it. I don't want them to know I was on the island. Guess it's all the same. I guess it's all the same. Or is it? All right. These are the cards that showed up in Libra Gang Tarot. You have anger and chaos. This is for them, okay? They had falsehood, agony, struggle, sorrow, and magnet. What is it? Chaos. Looks like a pussy to me. Okay, cool. Heavy tiding, okay? Signal of unease, grim message, okay? And then it had anger and attempt to mask insecurity, okay? So apparently that's the sword. That would be y'all, especially you Libras, Gemini, Aquariuses in certain placements. Apparently these bitches can't hide the fact that they can't fucking stand your destiny more than anybody, predominantly because they have to sacrifice souls, okay? In order for them to be able to have some sense of fame and notoriety. These bitches have to watch noble people, and like whole time y'all thinking like, oh my God, like they're watching me, they're copying me, they're shielding me. I'm not being seen. No, motherfucker. It's not the tangibility of being fucking seen. It's not the tangibility of a fucking like, a share, or a fucking subscribe. It's the fact that the shit that you are doing, regardless of who the fuck sees it, when you are posting that shit in confidence, you are killing spirits daily. They could take what the fuck they want. But for as long as you stay in your confident cluster, it don't go nowhere. You know how dumb motherfuckers look when they not being original? You can see it. I can see it. Think about that. These are y'all cards. You have Enchanted Cat. Okay, we talked about cat, right? Wasn't it Basset? I believe so. Okay, cool. It says Inner Magic, Divine Force. It says Fortress Protection, Barriers Against Darkness, Mystic Power, Spiritual Energy. Okay. It says energy frequency shift. Okay. Why is the shift frequency? Wise dumb. Okay. So you're becoming wise. You're becoming highly ranked into spirituals. These people are trying to create heavy ties so that way you are unease. Okay. It's an anger attempt because they're insecure about the fact that they have to pay in order to be seen and you don't. All you have to do is show the fuck up because the first thing that God created was the fucking sun. Okay, cool. It says you're on a journey. Seems to me like this is coming from here to Earth, back to the sun. Oh, okay, cool. And the moon is where? Underneath the sun. So let me get this straight. If the first thing God made was the sun, and the sun is made in the reflection, or the moon is made in reflection of the sun, then that means that the Earth is nothing but an illusion or a facade, right? And Saturn is here to teach them if you're going to utilize the Earth as a fucking facade and try to come here and make you feel like you are this shit, some shit, that shit, then I guess Saturn will keep showing you all the times you keep coming the fuck back down here that the only thing that he made was the sun. The sun is what? A reflection of self. For as long as you are confident, happy, sure, whatever the fuck the word may be, you shall move on to perseverance. Look at the trail. The sun ain't fucking a part of that, is it? It's only if you have the illusion that's on the earth that you go back the fuck to Saturn. It says defendant, innocent, okay? It says breaking the mirage, aka the mirror. Looks also like a sun around that to me, all right? And it says the multiple masks, okay? I feel like people will do everything in the world except for fucking listen. People will do everything in the world except for fucking hearing you. I'll tell y'all something that's honest to God about me because I feel like there's always something to gain in humility, okay? I had a conversation with a person of the past and they said, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? Or if you could change one thing about what happened between you and I, what would it be? And my reply was, I hate that I stayed with a motherfucker so long that didn't listen to what the fuck I was saying about who I am. Now, here's my humility. My humility is I will sit in the face of motherfuckers knowing that motherfuckers have no fucking clue of what the fuck they want in life. These people, they don't know what the fuck they want. They will argue you and argue you and argue you. And they will say that they are sure, but they reek of insecurities. They don't know what the fuck they want. My flex is I don't give a fuck if I'm just one person on earth. I promise you, I am quite sure I don't have flaws. And you want to know why? Because anything that I feel like is a fucked up trait about me, I'm going to put that shit out there. I had a motherfucker to tell me, well, why the fuck you feel like everybody is always the problem and it's never you? And I said, you know what? It's a good question. And I'm glad you asked me that. And I'm going to ask you today, what did you do today to work on your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit? No, you trying to get around the question. My fucking point exactly. You bitches don't even know what the fuck it takes, how much time it takes to even work on that type of shit. You not getting me pissed off because you done fucking aggravated me past whatever the fuck a wazoo. I'm not slapping the fuck out of you because that's what the fuck I'm known for. I'm known for slapping the shit out of bitches. I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. And the bitch just said that shit to me today. Like, man, you was just in this bitch just hauling off, socking me in my shit. Yeah, I was socking you in your shit because why the fuck are you talking to me crazy? And you're fucked up. This don't have shit to do with me. The battle ain't mine. And I'm not accepting your energy. I'm not accepting your problems. I'm not accepting your shortcomings. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. If you don't like that shit, bounce. But what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna talk to me crazy. You're not gonna bring no badass energy around me. And you ain't gonna try to put your motherfucking problems off on me because I don't give a fuck what's going on with you. If you a miserable bitch, you're gonna die that way. That don't have shit to do with me. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna love. I'm gonna be confident. I'm gonna have humility. I'm gonna fuck something when I'm ready. I'm gonna eat good food. And I'm gonna live my motherfucking life like it's my last fucking day on this bitch. So if you don't like that shit, this might be the wrong fucking environment for you. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And I feel like people miss a lot of this shit because they're constantly trying to figure out what the fuck they did wrong. See, I'm the type of person where you could be fucking up, but I'm gonna tell you, maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should change this. Maybe we should change that. And when motherfuckers start going past that shit, you're deliberately trying to do that. This is everything okay? Just let me know. Me? Wait, are you saying everything okay with me? Or you mean like the person? I just politely told them motherfuckers like, look, I can't help you, my nigga. It's nothing that you can do to help that type of spirit. Nothing. How the fuck can you change a person that come from lifetimes of trauma and dark shit? Think about that. You know, I love the fact that Venus, where they will try to love heal people. You know what I'm saying? They will try to love heal people. What does love heal people like? Okay, well, this motherfucker going through some shit, I'm gonna love them anyway. This person going through that, I'm gonna try to help fix that shit. No, fuck all that. That shit's out. That shit's done. That's just done. It says, yeah, I just came in. Oh, no, I'm cool, Stink. I'm cool. It's just a situation where people, you know, God walked alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, he walked alone. So you can't possibly be in this motherfucker like looking at shit a certain type of way. Like, oh, I'm lonely or I don't have anybody. Like, nigga, they bypassed the sun to get to the moon. They bypassed the motherfucking moon to get to Earth. They bypassed Earth to get to Saturn. Like, them ain't your fucking planets, nigga. Your planet is Venus. Venus is behind the sun. So if you start with the sun, you already passed your fucking planet. So everything that you deal with moving forward is all bullshit. So what do you have to say? Nigga, I bet you one thing. If I go to an all-white party, you gonna know I'm in this bitch. So if I go to the moon, nigga, you gonna know I'm there. If I'm on Earth, bitch, you gonna know I'm here. If I'm on Saturn, bitch, you gonna know I've been there. But what I'm not gonna do is try to blend in with the motherfuckers that's in that bitch. And I'm not gonna let you try to change me to be what the fuck is on this fucking planet or that planet or whatever the fuck is going on. Because if I was meant to be there, I'd have started there. I didn't start with you niggas. That's just like how y'all feel when y'all go to jobs and interviews and orientations and being in crowds of people. You don't feel like you fit in. You don't. You ain't go from the moon to Earth, nigga. You went from the sun to the moon to Earth. You allowed the reflection of the moon to send you to Earth. You allowed the reflection of the Earth to send you to Saturn, to send you through discipline, to let you know, aha, you shouldn't have motherfucking goddamn folded. Aha, you shouldn't have loved that bitch. Aha, you should have left. Aha, you should have been motherfucking more confident. You should have been more loud. You should have been more prideful. You should have been more motherfucking goddamn selfish. You should have went harder. You should have did that shit every day. You should have did that shit 3 times a day. You should have went on a money run. You should have ran up your bag. Aha, yeah, Saturn gonna send your ass right back to the moon. Let's do some reflecting again. You gonna do this shit again? Oh, this one different? What's different about this one? It ain't nothing different. Aha, go the fuck back again. You still worried about them? What they gonna do? Who are they? What can they do to you? All right, go back again. They said what? You said you nervous. Go back. Like, where you got that from, you get that from. Where that started, this ends. Like, what the fuck is, what are you missing? The second you learn how to walk past demons, you're gonna be a raw ass motherfucker. I remember walking into a bank and I asked a nigga, I said, a nigga thought I was slow. Well, I bullshit you not. Y'all remember, I mean, I'm not gonna say I remember, I informed y'all because, you know, truthfully speaking, I made my first $1 million. You know, I'm not rolling in dough now. You know what I'm saying? Life lesson. Saturn to come back, right? Many kids. So at 16 though, I made my first million. I remember walking into because I come from the other side of the tracks. I remember walking into a bank. It's a true story. And I walked into many banks, and I remember walking to a bank in the past. It was actually Wells Fargo. I'm gonna always throw that out there because they ain't shit of a bank. And they called the police on me. I told y'all that story, but I remember going to a bank. It was what was that? It was a credit union. I don't know if they still around or not, but they were in like a downtown area in the D. And so I went there and I said, man, like, you know, I'm visiting from out of town. You know, I got family here. And I'm just really trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Like how to stretch the money that I have. And quite funny that I had actually won a military, you know what I'm saying? A military contract, right? And I think it was even more funnier to the fact that all of these fucking storylines for all of these big fucking names like Facebook and Insta and Tesla and Amazon, all of these bitches say they started out with the same shit, which is like, how the fuck did y'all all win the same fucking military shit when it's only one? And it only comes around every 4 years, but all you niggas all started at the same time. I always thought that was weird, but that's just me. So boom, having these conversations, right? And I remember, I never told the man, like, you know, this is what I'm working with, you know, yada, yada. And, you know, I never come from a place of asking. I come from a place of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I learned that in my days because I just wasn't the best person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to ask motherfuckers, like, how far can I go with some shit? You know, what would happen if this were to be the situation in the case? So I could understand what my end goal was so that way I could work backwards. That's just my mindset. That's the Taurus in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to push my boundaries, but I'm going to educate myself before I push them. So that way I know if I go too far, how the fuck to fix some shit up. You feel me? So boom. I'm asking a nigga like, all right, so if I get a securities deposit and I put like $400,000 in a securities deposit, like, what do I, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do I go about that? And a nigga like, oh, well, we ain't giving out loans. So, okay. I'm like, nigga, I'm not asking for a loan. Like, I'm just saying, like, hypothetically speaking, if you got $400,000, mind you, I got a backpack on my shoulder. This nigga don't know what the fuck. So I'm like, you know, what do I do with that? Like, how do I go about the shit? Like, and he like, oh, well, you really just can't, like, you can't just put $400,000 in a securities deposit. This is what they telling me. And because, like, you know, if you put the $400,000 in there, like, yeah, when you do it, it's going to gain interest. When it's there, it's going to gain interest. And, you know, the interest right now is yada, yada, yada. I don't remember, you know, all the specs because, you know, that shit was so fucking long ago. But I'm like, all right. So basically you put the money in there. He's like, no, you got to build up the money first. And then you put the money in there. I'm like, okay, so if you just got the money, you just put the money in there. He was like, yeah, if you got the money, then you put it in there. And this is what happens after you put it in there. And I'm like, all right. Okay, so like now, boom, 5 years forward, what do I do? He like, well, you know, if you can get the money, then when you put it in there, then you do yada, yada, yada. And, you know, 5 years forward, I'm like, okay, so what about 10 years? He's like, well, you know, you're 10 years out. You got to get the 400,000 first. I'm sitting here like, oh, okay, I got you. I'm like, you know, so hypothetically speaking, what do you do? You know, it dawned on me because I thought about that conversation yesterday. Nobody ever really gives you the fucking answers. And it's because they didn't follow that shit. They don't follow that shit. The second you become a part of something, it changes what the fuck it looks like. If you don't believe me, test my theory. Go find any fucking stock on the stock market. All of them which is in green. And you go find that amount of money that's in the stock market and you put your money into that stock. Watch that bitch turn red right after. If a motherfucker is in the stock market, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And you want to know why? Because that name, that stock has 20 names on the list as an example. 21 throws it off of its number. If I'm doing multiplication, because you never understood why the fuck you do math, you're like, why the fuck I gotta do so much math? Oh, it's all right, I'm gonna show you. So if I do 20 times 4, okay? 20 times 4. So it takes 20 people, okay, at $4, whatever, $40 to get me to $80 or whatever the fuck. You get what I'm saying? My math is fucked up, but you get what I'm trying to say, okay? So I have $80. Well, that's math, right? I got 20 motherfuckers that invest 40 fucking dollars. So whatever the fuck the outcome or the number is after that. Do that make sense? So with that being said, I presume it should be $80. Okay, so boom, my math is bad, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. So I got 20 people doing $4. It should be $80. All right. So now that I have my 20 people, now that I got $4 from each of the 20 people, I'm supposed to be at $80. So if you come to fuck in and you fucking put your money in, well, motherfucker, our number, according to this fucking punchline, was fucking $80. Nigga, you just made me at $84. And all of this shit is based off of $80. Because if you ever did accounting, you would know that $80 was to be the start of my motherfucking opening ledger. So $80 minus this, minus that, minus this, minus that. And then I close out at 0. Boom. All of my numbers are just perfect. And here the fuck you come putting in $4. Where the fuck does $4 come from? That's why your bank accounts do that shit. Your bank accounts. You will be a... Listen to me. Whoever the fuck I'm talking to, because I promise you on here. That's why the fuck you will log in your bank account, nigga. You had no dollars in your shit. You log in, you like, where the fuck this goddamn $2 come from? Where the fuck this 69 cents come from? Where the fuck this $60 come from? Where the fuck this $40 come from? Where the fuck this money keep coming? Random. You can't keep up with your money. And you want to know why you can't keep up with your money? Because it's your money that's balancing the ledger. We don't have an extra 20 people to do this shit, so just throw them in there. They won't notice the $4. Because it's your social security number. It is your accounts. It is your social media. It is your energy. It's you that makes or breaks the point between what the fuck works and what the fuck doesn't. If I got 20 heathens and here come you about to crash all this shit. But if I got 20 motherfuckers on the For You page and here you come, I gotta block your shit. But if I got one motherfucker that's motivated, there's millions of motherfuckers that want to see that shit. What the fuck I'm gonna do about these 20 though? I gotta block you. I hope this makes sense. I hope this is making sense. Y'all spending a lot of time worried about other motherfuckers, and you should know, oh baby, the second you get that confidence and you post with it, the second you just do what the fuck you supposed to do unapologetically, the second you let them bitches have it, let them do what the fuck they gonna do, wanna do. This is, I got something for my kids and apple been red ever since. You feel me? You think I'm bullshitting. People be thinking I be on this motherfucker capping, but if you don't believe me, just go do the shit. All of this shit is a machine. It's all a system. And you the nigga that keep throwing it off. Because they trying to figure out why the fuck are you doing that. This world ain't built off of you doing what the fuck you want to do. It's built off of other motherfuckers falling in line. And when you start doing shit out of the norm, they weren't expecting you to do that. Yeah, it's an open market for stock. But why the fuck are you buying it? Yeah, anybody can buy stock, but you don't feel like it's other people having conversations with other motherfuckers to tell them that they about to buy it? Hey, I got another John Doe that's about to buy into the stock. Oh, okay, cool. We're going to open up the ledger to 22 to wait for them and them to buy it. You randomly want to fucking buy fucking stock on a fucking Tuesday. Yeah, you crashing the market. What I just say? You believe me yet? You believe me now? You see the shit that's within you that's causing you not to do the shit that you're doing because it's embedded in you based off of what the fuck you see, what the fuck you eat, what the fuck you do, how the fuck you sleep, when you wake up, what you dream, the people, what the fuck they say, how they hold your mind captive, the shit that's going on, the way they make you feel with this, not doing this don't do that, they don't do this, they don't, you can't do this, you can't do this, no, money. Fuck all that shit. It was a reason Erykah Badu walked outside and took all her motherfucking clothes off and started walking around outside on the street. She wasn't losing her goddamn mind. That was the rawest shit I had seen in a while. It says Sacred Blossom. Mind, body, unity. And then there's the world. Bro, these motherfuckers don't never steer me wrong, bro. Ever. My kids love investment talk. That's raw. Well, shit, little Johnny wanted to invest in Disney. You're funny as hell. Funny as fuck. The only time you're gonna see that shit work is when they start renewing that shit. And what they say? Remember they said the 1st, the 3rd, and the 15th. Remember that? We thought it was for government checks and the dope holiday. The 1st, the 3rd, and the 15th. No, nigga. Watch that motherfucking stock market on the 15th, nigga. Look at that shit on the 1st, nigga. Look at that shit on the 3rd, nigga. Because they're going to be like, oh, shit. Like you said, Lil Johnny. All right, Lil Johnny just invested in some Apple stock. The 15 coming around, add Lil Johnny to the list. Now you're going to see it in the green. You see what I'm saying? Now you're going to see it in the green because you make a motherfucker put you in there. If you just do the shit, you just waiting like, man, what the fuck's up, man? Hell no, I'm putting this shit on my watch list. Hell no, I'm screenshotting this shit. Hell yeah, I'm putting that shit on my nose. Yeah, I'm putting a reminder to come check that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna put a reminder to motherfucking post that this bitch ain't motherfucking been green in X amount of days because this shit's some weak ass shit and why the fuck y'all niggas ain't moving? Guess when that shit gonna move? Right then. Why? Because they on your phone, they watching you. Because you're rare. Yeah, I'm saying, if they able to watch you enough to block your shit, why the fuck they ain't able to be watching enough for you to tell them hoes to stop playing with you? Like, are you okay? Are you fine? You good? All right, cool. Remember, you could have a nigga and have another nigga too. Because God said you ain't supposed to have just one. He had 12 disciples, but he wasn't gay. So it goes back to the theory, if God was a woman, then that means she had 12 niggas, right? And they said all of them was supposed to cross them, but did that matter? I guess not. All right, y'all. I love y'all. All right. Make sure y'all like this for me. Like it if you haven't done.